Hi, my name is Rosanna Nielsen, and it has been a pleasure to work with Buhi Bag this past 2 months. And for a social meeting presentation, um, we had to do a simulation of what works and not and what not. Strategy with this, in the beginning, the strategy was to use the simulation and make posts every day about the same time and about the same content um, to showcase Buhi bag. And it was very important to always showcase the bag. And the time we wanted to use the times where the people are most likely in their phones or device. And this is, we had to focus on the audience. So since Buhi bag has an audience of 18 to 35 years old, we decide to use most the social media available to us. We use what talks to them the most, like posting images with people on it. Imagine the images with bags, the bags with animals. Animals always speak to people. Imagine and the images of people traveling. That was very, very important because that's the audience target for beauty, like the travelers, the students, women, business people. So, and another thing that worked well was inviting people to participate using hashtags. So the secret sauce was to inviting people. So by that, we use hashtag. We involved the viewers in the post by asking questions. That got a lot of answers, participation. Asking for suggestions. For example, we asked them to help us design a bag, and that was great. It was had a lot of participation. People want to be heard. And relatable images. For example, people traveling, people that love to travel, that was the first thing. Oh, that's a beautiful place. I want to go there. And that was relatable images. So we use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So for YouTube, we have the highest performance because it's a big platform. It's all over the world, and people of every age use Facebook. Instagram came in very close second, and that gives us more audience when we use, um, you know, influencers to help us bring awareness to the brand. Then Twitter was interesting because it brought us younger audience, more, besides the 18 to 35, they even had younger people participating. And then Pinterest, we got a lot of women of every age because women are there. And because that platform gives people the idea that they can be creative. And that was pretty good. Then YouTube, we just posted a couple of videos on YouTube and that got us some reaction. LinkedIn was the lowest for us. Maybe because we didn't focus much on the business part of it. Crisis and solution. So we had Miss Taylor Swift, found a bag, bought a bag, and inside of that bag had a note from in Chinese asking for help because they felt like they were not paying off, and she found that, and she immediately posted on her Instagram and Facebook. As soon as we found out, the CEO got the mitigation team together to deal with this problem. Then the CEO released a video where he apologized and he took responsibility for it. And we posted in all the social medias, especially Instagram and Facebook, and then we looked at all the other crossover social media too. Um, the crisis was dealt with the most urgency and respect, and we were able to turn the crisis into positive experience by inviting Miss Swift to come and be part of the help us fight exploitation, and that turned out to be pretty good. you know, came out pretty good at the end. Growth in revenue during simulation. Well, the simulation showed the company growth went up. Maybe not as much as we like. We know we have much to improve, but it showed growth and brought revenue, awareness, engagement, growth in 12% in 2 months. And I think that is actually a good number, in my opinion. We can do better. Yes, we always can do better. But 12.12%, it's not so bad. Budget. The budget per week, we had $5,000 to spend per week. We tried to use $5,000 every week. Sometimes we stayed under by mistake, obviously. And we end up spending about $58,000 in social media. Uh, and we got a good feedback. So we have to count more than just money. Okay, my final thoughts. The company did good during these 2 months. Could do better, yes, but it did good. We learn by our mistakes, especially on contents. We could use the money to include more influencers because we saw that helped. We could post more organic posts to increase the engagement and would be better for a budget. Crisis must be addressed as soon as possible. People want to be heard and included in the discussion. The images do speak louder. Success is more than just money. So thank you so much